amanke nyinoti. The midnight show, the Gambia political space was so toxic in a way that let me just sit back and the family need take care and then I concentrate on the rather than being on the medias, because the longer you choose as a hobby. This Facebook politics commenting and here and there, we choose it as a hobby. Just a hobby. It's enjoyable. Sometimes you enjoy it. Not because we need names, well, lift up popularity, puruka, ka musunyi malamuta online and things like that. No. Deloka inkele as a hobby for a better Gambia. So big kibaro ngamen surale jang kibaro tabulo kambe farin. Can you imagine this nani little absence? Nga kibaro men soto jang asiata bakale. It is uncountable. But I will just pick some few things within this landing kunjaro information on me around ka certain ankana ka findi ni Gambia di on kam. And I will hit some of the bullet point, especially, pertaining to the current situation in the Gambia. And Monemo Adama Barrow, another IEC planned to the next presidential elections. And Adama Barrow, another mono, Ibemun Jalan Kule Tamanikan within the Gambia. Ufana binare, Nyato Domanting, and then ba laban namin na wala nyindiko. And then I will be able to go details. Some logical analysis pertaining to few disgruntled individuals. So bis landing kunjaro la tamantama wa menke mbewole demanding naret lalie ko Adama Barola mansa kunda ye munafo itamata munaga ani munebe keren. Well, be information on menstrual level in the there are some youth solmeni anonko ye arrestle within Fonila or Dandown and other places within the combo, Me anonko Adama Barola mansa kunda I taxle based on the information ko la moro for wala nyindiko inyanda duwale bonila sadalti selon vultures boa kesolo anone mo keda boate ngavanate mu duwaleti wala ni lafta ka mo jalan wala ka katume e ka ke duwale bala nundo ke bala ka wajele somta e ka duwaja betila tanama wa kamoto safedi wal be sitina bala anabe tila Adama de una dano baluta ka betinya. So Adama la masakunda na chronicle yo wala iko nyanta duwa sada lebonila Gambia banko ka mealango abita for 680 vouchers duolo nyanda wala lebonila sada de kala malen marabo imenta aya tandala ko Neo ketuma menna pruga Gambianol taki tenkundi ke sondomo hanatra the outcome of the 2026 presidential election of Benjamin aketa anyhow pro Gambianol kana mamano because I remember in 2021 presidential election of Briaketa after the results were announced. Ye Arambaro believe in the kala moro e sadal men bondi karela sadal ni sunkala ni wulu fin sadal ye wulo ni saji fingol menta ye fa ye tabi ye di mol ya domo throughout the 2021 presidential election ko biri aje ko 2021 presidential election ni anawana sta kelo mambo Gambia bango kan yaje ko Arambaro na moro la dual dal ijabi tara and therefore ila moro kaina ko ibe dual la bondi la sadati Oduonye nyanda tala for du keme woro and in do tanse ni getuma menade Gambianon. It doesn't matter what Adama Barrow Mazakunda and Monsunya Kulege, including the current commissioner member hearing, sunyaro men keda banko kan corruption probably Gambia they will be silence in no nyameng so nyin dua sadade Adama Barrow la mansakunda e bodo go ko to Gambia banko kan aske non dua sada e be duo fana tabila le kadi molla because as Fatma da Barrow abe banko be round kanede anin Adama Barrow la NPP molo e be duo tabila mole kadi la sadati pour be Gambia dingol do modne no nyameng isaje Adama Barrow e kuriya ko anara mole kuriya ko be Gambia dingol be sitara de tek fo ma bijana de wote de la wondol mol lon Neo boda jalbina mo lako Adama Barrow la masakunda Adama Barrow silinja personally aya contact la ko akana any disease of apology letter in send to United Democracy Party for the fact that ko Adama Barrow not insists. In fact, there is a secret meeting that happened between the Chief Justice and the Chief Justice Hassan Jallo and in the Minister of Justice Dauda Jallo. In Adama Barrow Mazakunda kullo to kajakele na ko Adama Barrow the UDP la the UDP sitting jai ye warning statement dia la pro I party into I apologize or ya samba court. Adama Barrow Hassan Jallo Minister of Justice ni a tax leka make so ko if UDP ever intend to sue sitting jai to court eba court case mentality eba throwler because sitting jai la comment is just a political comment toward another political party and UDP is not an individual. Adama Barrow jere advice di Adama Barrow and sitting jai will be bold enough not to apologize UDP or even bother. Our next interview is going to be even harder than the before. I mean, when you go Adama Barrow mansakula ebela feel like a civil war lenati. If you really understood the dynamic of the Gambia current political situation, Adama Barrow mo lebe cool mobilize kanyameng iba manipulate kanyameng dal. New Gambia will make Adama Barrow bonding as the president in the wrong role. That country is going to be a hellfire for every Gambian citizens. So ne kunjaro konse inkibaro nyamfutandala. So wakuloto meeting onyi wakelani Adama Barrow ala disgruntled minister lele bulokono. Many alongo katandila ko. The sitting jai la statement toward the United Democracy Party. Sitting jai United Democracy Party la approach as political party as political opponent, and a statement it has nothing to do with the Gambia constitution as incitement. Sirinja is not directly stating or accusing an individual or a group of whatsoever. Yadiloko is just a political comment toward an opponent. So, Mr. Jallo, the both Justice Minister and then the Minister of Justice, in another you could make sure let Sirinja not even bother to apologize UDP or the general public, and then Yebado for new watim in the United Democracy Party beta quotas kotake pru ibe humiliate la jinyame kajeko with the so-called technicality or at ne court nyenta ka reject. So bituwa nyimangem dola karode legal area nying o otoda silang the Gambia constitutional level. Ani Adama Barrow na la moli yamuna fo yin lado ko sidin jaide it has shown on a court because alad kumakamo is a political motivated statement toward his opponent political party. So therefore UDP Sirinjai kana United Democracy Party nyenta kafo. So number one reason o me atene yementa ko Sirinjai Nadia does, he can apologize as a political statement. So okay, Memola apologize as it's just a political statement. Flanyang, Sirinjai can delay, or the Gambia government can delay the process of UDP la, the lawsuit you may intend towards Sirinjai. Even if they can accept, it may make sure that UDP call it entertainer with a long delay and the process before the final key changing killer go as when you have the mafias in total control of the institution, this is what they use. They delay everything until you get rid of everything. So, and then Sabanyoni, the case can be given to a judge who can be traveled and claimed back in maybe after 6 months. It's a kid, the judge carrying for 6 months. So waste their time. And then the fourth one only is a court nyinta is a use no lekajeko due to technicality. Well, at the UDP la court case nyinta ya reject because among any kind of statements or a backing documents or whatsoever information as a political party, Puruka sitting nyinta gas court. So it's going to be a waste of time. So then slaning kunjalo fana finden and kodeke. The Gambian Republic Party, the Gambian Republic Party, la Secretary General, Momodu Benten Jallo, Ninamo another Gambia Republic Party, Mealongo Party Kutola Mealongo kana formule, ni watin kon Mealongo, Adama Barrow, la NPP. Ibemu Adama Barrow la moledi. This is the new strategy. Adama Barrow la mansakunda be molmen keka. Eka a very prominent individual will figure out within the regions or a special region in the country. Me alongo ya fileko. This place Adama Barrow at a majority vote in technology, but they can choose an individual. Ye kodo nyindiala puruka sponsor ala own political party nyilo. Modu Benten Jallo is one of those people. Menalongo is handpicked by Adama Barrow NPP and Labour support financially. Mr. Colley, Umar Colley Fana is in the contest for President. Best support la brola. Any youth people, any individual, young, old, Momo lafta the presidential candidate to Banco Canteve support la Ndemarjane. It's better than to have Adama Barrow in that country. So, isa long kode Adama Barrow ka sponsorship nyinta ka indicate ka indigenous Gambian ol nyinyibe. Either you are going to be a Fuller from the Fuller community, majority Fuller community, wala Mandingo from the majority Mandinga community, wala Surwala from the majority Surwa communities, wala Jola from majority Jola community. Kajeko is opposition party sola vote ni iba distract no la nyame. Iba subtract ni no la nyame kajeko pro UDP and other political parties solely is a lose no election la nyame in 2026 presidential elections. Nyenemo Adama Barrow. And the most important, I got a very vital information about, I will verify that. That one is also another stuff video. Neighbor now the old people party, me alonko fanamu the Secretary General and the party leader, Malik Kamara fanamu multi me alonko Adama Barrow NPP le bala sponsorship in coma, nila financially anila ila things a political party can register up to $1 million or $1.5 million to register your own political party. In other now more background they cannot even afford to buy their own bag of rice in a month. It's in a long go then. That's a real motive behind it called NPP. Well, like a prominent individual within the community or region in the Gambia can support financially. Menketa Kodege, the Secretary General, the party leader, Malik Kamara, of another MPP la mole the candidate let me alongo. He is having a very close associate with Adama Barrow himself, and Adama Barrow la nationwide to all the time ikamoto led the ala Sanson Kodola and other delegates. Mena the special delegation akole wulinda la area nyina ka talk with Adama Barrow kataka banko be murumuro. So Ofana intend to run for a presidency sponsored by NPP. Nyem fana mu ila new strategy leti me alongo iba kekane. One of the Secretary General Malik Kamara fana mu multi me alongo. Ofana la sponsorship is behind the MPP, the presidential campaign tour and everything and him Adama Barrow Beleka Kenyola. and then your bondi region jumalata wala NBR North Bank region obotamendo the body boom cause the body boom cause and the new main call so Mali Kamara wo Adama Barrow hand-picked sponsors candidate le de me alon ka fana lafta contest la for the presidential election therefore mbe benna battlefield kono be konta fana be run la Fatih Haidara saluto ema. So the President Barrow is absolutely depressed, a bit desperately, and he's worried about 2026 presidential election. But Janaba Okela, Monemo strategy, Yamune Landi tableau can be. Adama Barrow ni IEC be Munediamona, Ngayum Fale more than 6 months ago. Gambian Albina ni realized la time when the due time come 2026 presidential elections. Adama Barrow ni IEC and in the Gambian judiciary, the Minister of Justice, the corruption scandals, the money launderers, Mayor IEC, the previous election, Mayor Joe Colley is also implicated with the said amount of money. And Adama Barrow, with all that information regarding the IEC, and the financial, corruption scandals, Adama Barrow handpicked Joe Colley, the IEC for now. And money Adama Barrow confusing the same thing. The term and conditions Adama Barrow na lamoli agree to kamenuke wala nyendeko. The newly registered regional many be carried within the sub-Sahara African countries, regional and neighboring countries. Yenetandi nganyem for 6 months ago. I will repeat it. Gameno aliyata alimata. I said this more than 6 months ago. Ko Adama Barrow la intention of ekelamenti biria along ko Gambia la current situation of them Adama Barrow la chronicle man so ko they can win. Imalo mune be opposition party el solo. And it will be a plan on yin kane. Registration will be kane. The national documents will be decan. Be decaning women and realize that even the blind person, many you cannot hear anything, even if you are deaf. Ibano no ko Adama Barrow na mansa kunna be plan on the cake and me along ko after diaspora election introduce la je. Pare obekela no nyade le dini bo diaspora is excluding all European and American countries so will data the diaspora yankana. The only diaspora voting may along be introduced la obekela mo na sub-Sahara Africa la indanda wala come ikata bankol menike Gambia national documents ulta kadi mola including foreigners. Ikamole tombo nyim bankol be kan many alongo they will have a direct contact with Adama Barrow Manzakunda toward 2026 presidential elections. Many alongo ibe also vele ke kan sante be more identify kan West Africa bankol kan now they are moving to talk from Mauritania to another country so they make sure that Kamole jibe odulato many alonko will be responsibility nyintala kamole tombon kulol kono ka bankola banko din kaito dila purposely for 2026 presidential election mole betar la nyim bankola ka men be will coordinate la. And any data collected from that various country in West Africa will be directly given to the IEC, and then munebina happen na toward Janing presidential election on Bekela. There will be no fresh presidential election or registrations in the Gambia. Supplementary registration on Bekela. More many alongo vote nyintinya dabari. Adama Barrow na more be able try can carry vice. Bemunekela. Ibina another bill or another information on the table and national info, especially to the Gambian electoral bills. Some left field and the constitution and you're going to put kanaka or repress kanaka push parliament and you're going to put parliament yetaji. Omu to change some part of the constitution doesn't necessarily mean go. The constitutional Gambian National Assembly members will need to have to 75%. A man need one. Only majority counts in this one. So this part of the constitutional will be changed. Number one, the foreign votes or diaspora voting. Ning Adama NPP nala or the independent candidates all they are the majority and they will vote for that. So meaning automatically this 1997 constitutional that part will be changed. This is the next Adama plan. Pro part in order to include diaspora voting in. But the diaspora voting in the sang ni na the IEC la Carola, if they agreed and changed that part of the constitution before 2026 presidential election, what will happen? Adama Masakunda will claim because they don't have money. Wallahi baflako IEC be press release in dila kajeko. Ilaftala ka dunia be wala Gambian of the dunia da ka dablan the katre file kono and registration many along outside the Gambia, but the IEC do not have enough money to do so. So what they gonna do well in the West Africa than now like many along if you can travel alone or to pay your own fare kanaka register Gambia publication on in kelale. And then even a monakela koteke a press release in Bondi la kajeko any Gambian me alako ya filico as IEC do not have enough funds to pay conduct no outside. They can release a press release. Any Gambian mayor go be sitting diaspora after about Gambia, you can travel back to Gambia to do the supplementary registration during the presidential campaign or elections. So no man can be making enough the money immensely by is not enough for America, UK or Germany or other places, but within the sub-Saharan African neighboring countries. So can if a constitution on you Falinta 1997 constitution on you Falinta, I don't want to money or amend National Assembly, then the IEC will come up with this one shortly before the presidential election or while shortly before the registration on you start in the Gambia. I have a lot of stuff to elaborate, but me batarin no batarin. Yes. Janimbo Kela. Love the Canyon Lamoy follow. And then I will be able to do some of let me go out from Slanding Kunyara information out. Okay. Gambia political situation of Yemen, Lieutenant demanding a bushel out lado, especially. I do not want to speak about it, but Nyantaleka Diamo, ni Mari Frita, as you are a Gambian, as far as you are a Gambian, Yela Sias to have your say in the Gambian political affairs. And then member-caring, especially the opposition party, I affiliated myself with Minado Mandim Busalaudar. But Janimo Okela, Ibrahim Diba, Ngamwe, ni audio Malamara, Ninkale Kumbe active in Gambia quarter, audio. I'm gonna tell you, you are lying. Ngamwe ko, Ikomoleka, Ibrahim Diba, Kumana for Jam. Na molbe UDP kono many ana ko ko question monat ne Ibrahim Diba for. So left up audio in be play the jangan la moyala, then I will be able to do my own 9-minute audio long. Assalamu alaikum baling UDP kolu. Bal be kontona killing ebe dinkira to ani be wato alfa ba dole be makati Kafako Hamadi Jaune. Mr. Jaune, ate wati na audio kinye drong. Nkalla moyala audio la sinya killing fula anunka responde wato bela. Hanai audio kinye ngaje hanimbuda sino lansala moy. Ada audio nena mang sawun kunna. Anda nena mang audio record ay dasa minute tanna. Akata minute taye sandole. Dia mutanya bake bi ngala dia mo moy ngala moy ni hakilola
Mr. Jawne follow wuluta misilmaya dino le kono misilmaya dino ngata na wulula be wala kono kata misilmoti fulanjango wala mandinkayati ngata na wulula fanam mu mandinkolleti o fanan ala nibo fananna sabanjango UDP kaya mfangola ngo choose pour kata katon ngam fanje wo fanan konole o mutarikal te mi yalon amanjare ngo sen kam bari nga UDP kaya fanan tale nson tala fanan ka futa dunia nga ka fo min kanu ngamin bunya lata men tameda UDP other principles and other policies lata alale andun kan normale nyanta normale nyame fo hadamadi yala naso hadamadi yala hadamadi yala naso bari ka patio ni normale lata ala fanan lata ala leadership la fanan Mr. Jawne mbe yamar follow min dila banko bela ani UDP de obe wala follow senyo horoma nganyo bunya hanin na opinion fatata dunia balwoko wala patio ni na koto nimba express la fanan sa express hormo kono sa express hormone bunya kono soko in public. Okay, I am a strong believer of democracy. Lata democracy la back. Andung party politics fanan lata la fanan. Be men dunna mol bulu wala mu kayji nyoye kanyo horma kanyo bunya anin kanyo batu. Kafo dindingol katarajil anin kebal se balafa dindingol ye la nyanto dila ye horma dindingol se kebalu batu ye horma ye bunya ina kafo samba me men fola na kuma kanol to ko this is a democratic party akatamaning democracy dungal talandir talaro be nyamen mo be ka kanyan democracy la talaro nyin kotole na be lari wo nyama base song UDP la tamandir nyala not for us but for future generation yet unborn mol mil fon binala man wulu folo won nyanta atarla ka fo tamandirol al falmi leñi patio dogu ala tamandirol al landirol be larin tenne aka kolketen kuma dantan motawa moylan tedda kono in public kafako jimale mun na choice of candidate mbe jimale fanan fasala foning application of findida waterman mo besa sabari ise munya ise dunya ise song the process of this party akatama nyaming nin kumundol nyantakal hakil bulandi lalleti nyantakal yamar lalti nyantakal sabar ni lalleti isaje ni party decision make hannata mandi ete isa song ka ko wal nin tata tilon la atada nin tonyal ntellata wala la bi wala tin hanina duwalu nimbe na duwal kala ngafal alma party nin sawo kala nga party nyaton ko nga duwe fo mara lo fana se sona e bulu bare mammo conclin sort of follow to jannim party yobe tommondiro kala lumina ka fo kari la mon party candidate billahi wallahi tallahi men do kulo mariye ben do kula ben te wasit ben do ko ben te roko salay amari ba men fala jongola mundi akada momoti bare janni walung bese song ka fo ko process la be UDP tamandirol be UDP and bese so tamandirol ngaka horomo kono ngaka bunya kono ngaka tilingola ngaka tonyala isaje bese fanje patio nyin kono mote jutule famola patio nyin kono je benyin dunna mo bebulu soko mol mi yan ko UDP dingol lem UDP kanun tewol lem ka fo ko nimman karita ndebe ndahala nyin patio kono le hani mbe sondem kokul na ka nyinan 2026 UDP sawo bakalayel
inshallah
mbe sonni wala mbe lari wala mbe jikiri wala le nga momota banko bese teosidi ka ko sanyi tan saba doko nga menke akada momoti mbe ngan teosidi na foko ada nga nyimari samba state house
chakudiba
ning application of findite fanan besa safe momo lafte ya nyini ning min tombonta mbe ngam bambu wa mari koma ngambambu Gambia kama ngambambu UDP kama kap Gambia bondi Adama Barrow bul mutab mo kana foko wayente mbawo mantela mota je mo mota wala mo itela mota wala mo UDP mota
Doctor.
alinga sabari akana ke chochoti akana ke nyosaboti ay ke horomo kono ay ke bunya kono mesa jawne ejikita na nyame hani na makamo man futa auto so foy bari isala nyi na fanan ka foko metal la mol la kono million ka foko ke bale do ko men ka jam patini de na la mol ila legacy. I am among the people who are going to protect that legacy. Mbeduna platform kono mbeduna banko kan mbenta wasitila mbedwa ko kala nyim patio fa na dame akata momoti billahi wallahi tallahi mbetali ka surum fole bil kamal area council kabem bidala ka nyim patio member tambila bil kamal area council mo tang ani woro wala ya apply wala democracy kabriya apply member chairman yala yankuba dabo was not my choice of candidate. Was a journal the choice of candidate.
Was a journal, yeah.
But it didn't want Gambia. Cabrin primary Kadawa Yankuba Soxita. Na congratulate le. Nyanta Menkela Nakele. For a Ganyeta. Tata Mola Minnesota. Kafakawal. Decision Menketa. Nsonta wa decision ola. Benyante from Malada Wanyale. Benyanta Sona Kula Wanyale. Benyanta Kwamutala Wanyale. Benyanta lala walla isaja nimpe fana mbere ndigol ngada sama wala fana saba gawal mtanyole nyina kijam mama nyole nyina kijam besa ke wonyama fojanni wolum kabringa krimba soke wo selection auto moti jamina krimba soke mbeda nak bayem boyle na candidate do boyle nsonta na candidate do sonta nsonta na candidate do sonta hani na candidate do balanta wolum ka kundi misal ku bala ntebula la no made ntebula la noma nte kumo futandi la damen bi wala mjimala mun la candidate oti but application was printed a five cluster eko karinen karilam wala men candidate of all de and in the selection committee wala na candidate o be lonnale and mbendo kulayele and abe ganyelale UDP momo ta wala be ganyela nyina akada momo mokana fo kari mu kebalati kari mu dindinati kari boto janale kari mu nyinati be som UDP la mbalbe mo be yamal la wala même fon fana yamal la wala
chakudi
hanna raw kuma wala ka fo ali nge jolom ali nge be jolom
Mr. F
Fati Jawara kata momo la ali nga be jolom ngalam fangola ngalam na patiola ka fo ko na patio sa kenole bali man dingoje min sen chari ni no believe in the principles of UDP and the principles of democracy. Mo dingoje follow. Bali mbe sondi mpati di yala, mbe sondi na ka kepati yo nye jongoti, mbe sondi ka kepati yo nye ko bedi. No wonu sida billahi yo kan yidero ta ba mena ko nyi manke ba madi ben sembo keleje ben na sodo ndimo keleje ben na fulo keleje ben na ko be keleje ben na duwa fana keleje ali nga sabari nganji nga doman fo nga fura wala ngola al bebe kontan nale by the time ba fendi la nang from the selection committee ninga momo bulo wulindi wala be ganyela ala man sa wokela ala man na tole timmala ala man na jikolu mafala ala man solo teben kambe ngola ala man solo teben kambe ngola UDP masakunda 2026 ala madi la Gambia la kilani kilali amal from sali ala sayyidina Muhammad
amen. Hey. Yo, let's go back to the topics. Ngamondo le jang ako Ibrahim Adiba la yem fake speaklet ngano na banko dingo jo ngo fanara opinion ni nga respect la jamu media platform all nime agree te Ibrahim Adiba la moyti la hajolati nime ma agree la o fana moyti la hajolati bari banko mo bama wulu yin dunia kono bawo baye ding wulu ikala fide dingo ike fendi ite be nganya na men brinde de ngam fallon ye bawo ballon and ye musulong akanyine dua na mus nke ay ke mansati muso kukile mije muso buka dua abarin ke da mala ke mansati bari ye musulong akadua la fa kese ke mansati o bango ka woto musu ye dingo wulu e kala fili dingo e ke fendi mi anan ko fana be nganya na nyimbo da karla family da kanu Ibrahima diwa kuma kilin fajan botara gambe dingo ala kana jibe ko karamu dinni wala di karamu kebalati manseya nyino manna wala kabin ala be kila kala annabi yo modi dunya be ka to lu misilo yalla gambe misilo men nafiko fonsia baraw bango kan ni lafta nafiki ya jira the nature of the hypocrite muslim ikamune fo nanjam malla dindingol la kila bring ala be kila ya dila la wado alifa jelle be maka banko kan alifa kallan ke jelle be banko nyin kawodla Ibrahima Deba men fonde la fade Ibrahima Deba is the only individual he was part and parcel of the UDP la founding father at a teenage kata microphone omuda akadiamoda yekono ngawul jele dole bi ka Ibrahima Deba ta ka create o time wol fanyol fon ko hani ka finti media kata ka plug ka associate themselves with UDP including myself bari iko mune o sabu sang Ibrahima Deba lañi odie iko nka modor jewlo ko question many alanko wolbe ni Facebook ni yini kan pour se mo follow ni soro drong ibe sungudu jelle case la ko kono yalla la file jelle be la dem bur jalla ka sungudu ni nga sungudu ni ma posili ni new call celebrity di ka wolel inbox do jara ite fo da fala ni hamini inbox e meso bring in another post. You see these people Nine atinante ikaje nyoti nyame bebe Facebook or the UDP economy. There's no political party. I don't know model be will be tribal bigotry political men will be that take a wall. Menuma domo Adam Barola Masakunda will live comforting. But Momo ya domo to moment recall bije. In common Kenyan. Niaje be motor loan on a new ladico. You can't in a both day and night to damage me. To humiliate me in front of my family. But there are certain things that be since I decided to venture into politics, I have my own strategies. The best strategy is to distance yourself with them. If they don't know you, they cannot talk against you. But I know them. If it is those strategy for them to go work well now. Jara Tonya Fone, bring another chicken post within that blink of this short period of module friend request in Kiana. So it can fake profile will be created and they can use because Mark must promote. Do you know the law must promote? Do you know that strategies? Every individual go personal against me. I will humiliate you for the rest of your life. One of the prominent they know how to speak. Manda jamfalo lado. Bari waladna na post like lado nunko not referenced her as an individual. I'm kind of winning. Nima anything sort of market to speak about. They cannot go. I won't be too low to that extent. But anyway, Ibrahima Deba kuma killing for the UDP la policy. Double funded the same thing for in the media in a conference call. Ning electional water seat at any time. UDP is a political party. More belly than the sacrifices. Look. Molbije Kafuko Moli desist from talking about this flag bearership. Indeed, in the Marjana Binadi and Debi, Meme support la as the flag bearer of the UDP. Mbisila Jana Ngafo. Adiati de Marie, Akuyate, Mba Folare. Nina Dasa Mobile de Busama Yatude. Nka modo lifanaje bi wolbe mento. Gambela political de Namaniana. Mako nga baraka, manikuluka me mako nga baraka. Tuwabulu masonia ikanye kurukuru membejete membe arambaro masakunda niya arambaro masakunda bebe tinyari ngambe bedamento bia bebe tinyaka Kenya sa medalale. Niya ya baby tinyaka. A big kurukura in diaspora. Yala money the Gambian affect. Gambian many are they believe in educations. I will elaborate a little bit on that part today. Africa la development of Korea bagan. Aliala go to Bible can scholarship or Mendina na mola from Africa. A special course dedicated the American. Near after our master degree programs and everything here, money from upgrade to the European left men la community la society la London expand or blood mafala. Ilo master degree become irrelevant. When gonna happen. Ni men social mo ni kamene ala ko ka scholarship also kana karamala ja ni la karawnya bay ka fone you have to go back with all your degrees. You have to go back to work for your country because you have degree même propose ya attachable ya dile scholarship ni dile pour karala amani jamano na fa fenna. So but the mono problem what it is Gambia ko kilene can stop na entire special into funding kilmen yana ko beja anina tamala ko to men na to bawdo alakana age Gambia no la katara sanji talulo ba indi kana age tara to 25 years ana to abdu jara do ko nyum commencer tele futala 50 years so man wata de flate that retirement age. I repeat this. So wodo ko kotol men kata o bala bata men katara nyim banko kanjang ke fan associating the political parties solely because they cannot work. There's no back door here. You have to work hard for your living. Walesi so kono mazakunda etaejo. Mazakunda don't come in as social support. Ikabe calculate individual la human right. Iti nyanta mene domo la karo kono ka calculate. Hanite ka men domo karo la ka siawot. But ito la calculation e menke bole deal to support your family. Wale kana ka molta ka dinni mo use more useless mo use Gambia banko ka many ana ko funding kill many ana ko they are even hopeless. Ike use ke manipulate. Ibala ko ka fo ko ha nin currenting. Ni Mark Jane want Mark Jane opportunity sorted. It is written on the wall called Mark Jane la brand name in the Gambia political fraternity is known. But mba make sure me Mark Jane mba temundi no la nyame ngana on mon nyi samananje hanatanda mali belebe fola. You see how hypocritical, how disgusting some Gambian can be. Nadia me say whatever you want. Name me as any what any. You never kill a last topic what about this problem. No more ye many alonko. Double loyalty. Alta janal alta aldum media le kono. Ali Ibrahim dibala loyalty to Dabo. Ibrahim Dabo bita kawandola. Dobo. Ibrahim diba katrasira kono la dindi maba tafia talaba fenela. Kokele media UDP la leadership. I'll say dua you name me. I'll say dua. I said dua o kebali me nyato because Hansa niaje UDP be abe party mo Hansa in the same UDP kelobe kedi nyawanya ka fiti nyawanya ibe mo kankili mo o kebala ne wolde nyato ja atul men ke fangi ka to le tam Gambia I'll say Gambia ta men fana ke fangi ko to le tam but as long as UDP la brand name be or support Ngamodol jede kavoko al special people like Yunus Haidara nyolna na market you will expel. Political party Jumalia as an opposition political parties. It even in Kamol Sabana. People are going more political party bully not join UDP. Income UDP only they are going against that individual and when more the bottom party kana UDP like MC Champion. I'll be morning la party leader ko I'll dia moli I'll more someone I'll talk to the people I'll more not I'll come more I'll call challenge because I'll ya feel le ko ne get offended to ta domola ol kodo a big bunch of job seekers Adama Masakondala an example of Adama Masakondala Ibrahim Sise the former secretary to the cabinet Lamin chamme alan ko ngalom bundum kono no wato hantia fato tabo han ko da fon tabo Gambia kon Adama Barrow la nyina kono Adama Barrow lamin chamme bunjellelo a multi-millionaire bungolelo. You see this bunch of hustlers? We see if they fighting within the opposition party so any more be katra kukina kono be agree koni this is our aim and objective. You hit it. You know what? Every problem rise take a root cause of the problem ecology. And if they are talking about the corruption, there are one side in America, even though you are longo, there are another corrupted social they even related with those people. Based on whatsoever reason, they will never even talk about that. I am biased. I'm biased. And I'm very biased. In terms of, and I don't have because money. From 2016. Nansingolo Gambia to Mamma Molian Cole, Konye go itena in Banco Kanjang, Manyo, the same Magiane, yes. Go and tell them, but in Altino, Yenola. Sundian Cola Coneta State House. Being a more carambaro, the many could be even in Facebook or Corner, Yalekon to Dulman Karam, but if you have an independent, yellow, the dollar case, Benjamin. Benjamin Jaman went to train to serve them. A man to train to go back to Gambia and serve the Gambians. This is the difference between me and you. Be turning on a telephone or telephone chikala call another company. In the next minute I will be in another hospital. No, you have to write it. This is the mental slavery we have. So it is very sad. The funniest part of it is, where some of their relatives were in the system. They cannot even speak. At that particular time, they can only inbox and information on disseminate to the public. The thousands of people look, Ibrahim Diba, let me go back to Ibrahim Diba audio. They are mentally sick. They are all dolby, it's on the moment to Kurandi Namara, Nyanta BT and the dealer will do la proca chill, when they under some hard drugs on the men are now trying to questioning Kamodo found a loyalty, Kamodo found a Maninkaya, Kajive, ka associate with another foreign nationals. Ngoko ikamanda kwetu family cities wale banku di yaso do wol dol sibade including me ngamole ka fanya ko because mark jana te baba mu ballet ate baba mu jolal so amanke maninka forward amana to nyama ma. And these are the sick people many aranko old people many aranko batare into abdu jam yela age tala ibe 60 years old bare kambari real age into abdu 35 years level or 40 years it another 20 years old araka obate 90 years old nyabo wate si kunduta Barate fasol be fata sila ibafala ko sambe na mole tambo na Gambia kono miala ko nga baksa isaje se recognize Facebook ko kono ni media le kono ibala ne o keta masati tuma men rek isenta ya recognize te ya to Gambia de ñunu buka campaign ya to Gambia de men Gambia. Let me speak to the Gambian in Gambia. That's for uncle man can la problem ne be janne we know each other ngalone ka survive nyame modo be je ke fa independent be ñim social media ko kono wala balu de mole le bodo. How many people live? Look, Ali Kana to that extent to a personal level in terms of politics, in terms of society. No model because it a broader Baido in the Gambia, they are celebrating. Do you know where I master degrees at that time? And do you know it's just 1 year the marriage that I get retired? Where may achieve our entire life, when you tell 7 generations in your family, you never achieve no. It will better in your Lulokonoja. Among anything achieved in life, you are celebrating that. And these are the people many are the downfall of another Mandingas. Now you speak, for not something what I was so busy. You see this sick individual many I don't want to speak about these things. But Najo Kulifana baby killing to women. Peter Gomez findita e kulubalia ni malibali yake Gambia la media fraternity kono ka maninkolta kalbra. Aliana how many people in inbox na mark why are you silent about this? Go look at these stupid mandingas out there. Going after their own mandingas. Rebranding them. KK they are not even mandingas. Ni modo na tale man until be finda na koreke to diam about that. I will never do that anymore. Ngakele for decades now. Kabin Jawra Jamme time after now. I am sick and tired of. Ila Facebook o mala ko free network all be bulu jang. Ila network o mala ta diamala. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna bother myself to talk about these travel issues anymore. Nobody. on this planet. I don't want to be travel bigotry political men and longo kill them at the Yajame Akijanaki. Gameno becoming the Yajame Bondico because of a divisional American Banco Kanya. You still trying to do same shit. I'm only Janaminic Africa when they come to file Mansakunda Dukola cannot speak, but you can speak on my behalf. Look at these people. They think that they can use me because you are on a good Yamuna. It get a Yamnati down. Let me tell you this. Follow real. Ahmad Jite is Ahmad Jite Ahmad Jite Nana Kumumanum B. Yes, then I'll tell them. Then I found in Jaka over Mansakunda. You don't need anything about the coalition 2026. Continue talking. But it's alonko. Nim politician many alonki from associated ni mudia mulati. Number 1, ika menk. Ni da siata ko mark. Ika sobilale. Ika folo konyori. Ni na kulore kaba expose lale. Ikete ni nina de domandili adomo. Nina de domandili regi adomo. Nina de domandili adomo. So ikanyori chalale ibukadi. Ni amarjite na kuma kamene wala denum be. He fought so hard. Amarjite janabi na kumala. I jalba kuyatla kasito play follow. I tried. Bedonki lola. What I'm on katara na sudo akanonka emotional. Talla moyala. But be aramaro masakunda mo manjutu amarjite la. Amanku woku fe foreign travel bigotry political. Yala Benkele, Ibrahim Adiba. Ibrahim Adiba is a bona fide member of the United Democracy Party. He is part and parcel of the founding members at a teen age because of money. Namoli jane wuliata ye kamba katamolala. Iko over 30 million all taya. Abole propose kwa iko kata party lelo. Dole fong benjibe kanjanga wulia sifa fong mo wale vele benjibe ka. Yo sapero. $30 billion. This is how they brainwash them. It might inform, they don't want to know, they don't want to be informed. Media UDP la media platform will be many Londi. It can only few individuals in the program only means not every member of the United Democracy Party. Bring up Busho Akumoni Mass just not long ago. Few months ago, you start to see their programs. We know them. Brand. And you know what? Sam Bina Menkele, you know. So every United Democracy Party for the media, these Facebook medias, in the census, like any brand named with UDP, in a YouTube channel like a profile strategy, Kokodo Kodi manager, Benyan UDP account. Dolte Domorlade. Sande fogana mo mina amuna kila na video yala is very marketable na video ka balu jamana sone ne odla so momo yala ke benda video ni usla a make soko me 19% jamana na tax la fengo mbole talebo 19% share ni mekelantade every end of month. Every end of months, 19% last year, so Ibrahim Adiba is one of the Ibrahim Adiba the respect of the Honorable Dabola abe damen to be UDP kono. Until many long, Kabringa start to affiliate myself with UDP. Ibrahim Adiba is one of the most honest Gambians I have ever met in terms of loyalty to United Democratic Party. Nene malong, di amone ne mandu na tema, sinya clean na benda da mendo wala rohim alik loyalty. Di wala UDP ya, obe findi la kramutu uniform bako na be silo ka be campaign ke la dabo noma. Bide ko kana look, let me be civil because no the kumodo kana bonda kono at national yara. It's like entire generation of the Gambia time, including mine. Neneme UDP la platform ko. Ite kana ikafo ite o mari la question e bolata. Ibrahim Adiba kala candidate nindu mina UDP be selection kila ulunga be London. The selecting committee. Na be selection committee in kona be London udladon. Anu ninte ba fala jam. Nte mak jale. B. Monica si jan Facebook de basavela. The BB ni UDP lafta ka mo tombo mbeji manatala mbafle tal ben suda nyimbulo muti ya Londi Gambia Bay election oke ngakatanga kate fa UDP eta. Itebe mune no lagi. It's my choice, like any other people. Ngaji mulba savela jibera choice of savela kafu mole kwe kanafo. People are writing their choice of candidate every day. But ne itoliaje ko itolad idea ni menta fatata tumamena ni wa safe tumamena rek. Ye kumobeta ye benya atindolo because monen imam media dominate no. There are very few selfish individuals. Nieta ka foko the concept of what's scrutinizing your political party nonsense for how many years? Ako mulka na opinion of itele mujumadi to see prunding matame to the opinion. Are you well? Fede kandela below jonye Ite kandela family feed show kono. Front loka campaign many wole kandela family balloon show kono. I try to distance myself from all the political party militants, including like executives. The biggest mistake I made to close to Rohimanic law. Other than that, I don't want to close to myself with anybody. But being UDP, after UDP, Momo Tomo Metalbe Blumutangadi party and Koyala support. No quite me from far. Nadia from far. Namo quite me from far. Who are you to tell me? Ibrahim Adibaye Memfo, akala candidacy ataba mabona la fa today. Ntela real ntela. Ah shit. Anyway, thank you so much. You know, sometimes mboga pare to connect with the UDP leadership. I feel like Nimusin no come for the Tambila Jana. Better than you lal the continent. Because Gambia politics becomes so toxic in a manner they are going after people personally, your private life, your private activities. When it's like privacy and everything is in the hand of other people. Why do we have to go to so personal like this? Now, they are so bitter because they feel like they don't have enough support from the other part. What that means, it will left them in the look. Be allow elected people to be a model to many kila so on the counter. It will have family be criminally am be Gambia kono be. Will have family. I told the family man safe. Criminals do no can ye be far. But I told the moment selected. Look, Marco na baraka. Why do you have to go personal against me? Ila opinion not an opinion not. Let's discuss and agree. Nema agreeing today. It will be matter to tell me what to do. No silence doesn't mean that I don't want to involve because I don't want to be pity. Ninte pity to certain things. Here model be ko barrel la. Ni kenyo kono da findi ni la di. Nyim banko kono non. They will even prefer to die now. Wadalenga calm down. Banko Benjamin B. Adama Barrow Gambia Benjamin B. Gambia Baba Selekane. Gambia Benjamin to be economically Gambia be fakan. Gambia funding kilika sileka kumbo. Balo me balo ta mantra soto kan Gambia banko kan. Ni kita dia mulati Facebook on ebana the number of people make demand. Ali Yunus hadro nyol nyininka. Many alanko eko nyata uli jela Facebook on. You know how many people talk to them? How many people contacted people? Yunus fonga fela contact mola kola hansa mala melo kono jibe noji. Hana madingo bije Gambia kono me alanko dindi mbera foninki a wuluta mambe ala e courant taya lannaka. Loptano beso da joral beso da doctoral beso da ka joka tiketo nyina ka Gambia kono ron kata kala jararo kenan dindi yala life safe na from Tokyo maso no Gambia be kono. Gambia be kono nga opposition party sol men yalan ko ngam everybody nga look media house jella publicity. You cannot even see them. Purukete ke mako and ñene moti men yalan ko kan ñene use for campaigning us pour sama kamal. Look, sometimes ni mira gamela kola ya mira kom people number of people men yalan ka kataji ake manang in a daily basis yela bata ko ñinjibi. Sometimes take a sijan ngam fa ñinin kala ngam silenga na muso ni kan kan ko ndela do ko samba be kala molle ba na dogo mbabe kala molle ba. There are certain demands be ningaje to moment and Indiam de telephone to simana ikafanya for you to be sure because I'm criminally associated in ladder. They try to video call me to see this certain situation. I cry there. I sat down here and I cry. ndola Gambian on man nyimanga ngo 90% bike fanje ko to let hamo patiti e mantra banku dingol la kuto nalbe banku dingol la kolato nyin division men bebe nyin dulato albe kamewla nyinna alba make sure albe ke kankling aleta ro Gambia dingol nyin taliye rescue ale selfish bunch of individuals ndola bito ka silence ko kono ka lafilo ko le temmenni I less care who is going after me. But I think selfishness nimbula. Nim mag janente karta sotla nanom befo. Some even dolbe the funniest part of it, kadabo to use for certain level when they themselves go to the same individual are eyeing in the same position. But they ntenga mara to alkafo ko nyin mbatunga nyinta nyin sanjilu kilonga nga dabo da mata ni dabo da cha mengo bita dawda ite mela patito bitale ndo se pati nyinta ntenga this is some of the logic ka menta ka use. Are you well? Wana ko alduwa wo pabi nyoliye ale su simani njata kende ala ay ntulfana be su simani njata kende ala kai su simani njata kende ala jabe no pabi to la to pati ala dena ya bete some few individual arrogant individual men and they are just among offended. Some they are just living in regret for the rest of your life. Well, be do they ko over donkey years a time of being wasted. They cannot make anything in life without having certain individual position put it about milk no na janyame hani bi ni aja anambaro man sakuna modul ka findina like the former embassy ya jamana embassy go har senior ngala video here because when nyanta men domona Adama Barrow masakunda ko ne mole domona sa ibebe kamfare they are now going after Adama Barrow nyina mu typical Gambian or nature typical Gambian nature the moment inala ideologies fata to mon waliti nyanta men domona ma domabul wrong you go against them nga mole jele men yana ko campaign ke mole e campaign ke tal ben sudan le biri yana ko ma position so de jetuma men they are now going wild against them because he choose another individual after them before them. This is the nature of that Gambia. This is the typical Gambians you have in that society. Another mentality is totally different. I less care who lead that country. Alka Yunus will blame men. There are people doing it, and nobody there among them can stop within ila region. Ikamol men support. Jumala be jeme ala ka findira. Dabo finde jan evidence nyambula. But ni okade kana Africa Yunus will be nyina. Karning min Magjana be nyina. When they to yalo even United Democracy Party la executive member sol kadia mwene ke reject. Ke fange ko to leta moldi. Ye jumala on. Nga nyo bunya ko Ibrahima di ba fa jame nga nyo horoma as a party Gambia la political situation ko jama be fragile len Adama Barrow fena si fatam fanso ya samana ibadu nikanje ibe ole use can the same trend yemen use in 2021 dembo by force nyol yementa ya use ibe ole samana ko teke kasan by UDP ko la kam niebe infoka mole kana maninka dingol je kafuko ha because ni aje mbeyinkela wala maninkol ma e kafuko ha maninka dingol bije because wala fana lafte fam protect lale kaje ko ha itel imanya na ko moni mbaila pour UDP be winna nyame nde do I less care about that but tribal bigoted political Adama Barrow fela ba use kan ka UDP ta be level la ndala maninka dia nobody on this planet memoko ndabara woni bungona wala mbekuma kene fala to le Gambia dingole moma ala ko dia media to il faut que moi salon il faut que mo ni kete diam lati you have to be prepared for certain things ibe jawol sotola people will hate you without even knowing you people more be love la many ala ke nyane ni meje what is the fact I don't know how many elderly people on this. Kebaringo do bolon kono wadi am danyel lumena wolo ngon sitale nko kumbota nene manja dingola telephone ole used to communicate with me because nga audio lesena ko nyako mol buka mem fo ite dalo wala kam pabi nyendu wata wala wole bunga ni kana diamulati be konante ya jama barasula do you know ko di jalangol ninda katumol jelle ka jalon now bari be faithful. Ibe silo men kan tili ngala mbota society men kono ngalonne. Modo le BJB na badi ngodoli en call na bring to ya start ka tinya Gambia radi bungol to. Mbadi ngodoli en call na ko nyantol mansia mbama dinne afel Angleterre na merodoma. Akonye ndesan. Akonye magjana akonye ake alana la kila ndol mansia. Akonye daha media diamo lan kambale hakadanela. Family kono ala ndamma le keten mem missionol la ni mission on ba complete ni fada bi njawol sa celebrate bari na kanon telu wol se sulu han kila tama kono keta wala nyama birin kafiro kila na datuma men muslimo la part ni membe kila believe ta kila no may wol ni muslimo kila la suno wol sunu le kaje ko ala la kila le banda yata yamala no fanko islamo dino nyimbe terrible la Abubakar Siddiq finda wala nyama ko momo yalan ko be alana la kila le noma Muhammad la fa do simmin ko islamo fatale. So nibe ku ko ne kat you have to be straightforward. Now Lota as Democracy Party, this is the policy that every individual more opinion or respect. Before few years ago Nenamanta against another UDP individual. Nanma UDP dingo nyemma bari nga kuleje na UDP party ko me yalan ko wo mo sifa la fo se hulle wol ta yes stop biri nga wo RPG nyin kiye RPG nyin kiye fake Facebook account le create la to rain insult because nye lonne wana they cannot say anything about me itole na ka vomiting tole itole kana ka wuli afa ndo getete la Asamana, angkana ji, you know. Anyway, isa janeko unity. This is about UDP issue. This is going to be my first and last to speak. You understand? It is going to be first and last to speak about United Democracy Party line differences. Men tema unless UDP principle mensoro. But my advice for Nagara. No brother. Never jan. Yaman cafe to my Yaman Abejana. It's going to be hey, it happened in that one. Medanali Janel folks. As long as UDP a policy lesoto, you know, ibedia mona wala mbafala leko onte diam la kola sang UDP on less than until but me mo fana be yamara momo yalo ke lafta kala masiko ban ko nyinga hani yimanke MPP la party mbe presidential candidate hey momo yalo ke lafta kala candidate to Gambia kono presidential candidates right mbe president flag bearer mba apply la NPP mba apply la GDC mba apply la UDP mba apply la PDO sitadama main political party mbe candidacy la flag mba apply la so alti loto bye bye ciao.